Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video we shall be solving question number 3 from exercise 9.2, right? So the question here is, in an AP in the given arithmetic progression, if the first term is given to be 2, right, that means A1, which we usually denote by A, is given to be 2, and the sum of the first 5 terms, that means S5, is equal to 1/4 of the next 5 terms. Now by next 5 months they are saying A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5. This is the sum of the first 5 term is equal to 1/4 times of the sum of A6 plus A7 plus A8 plus A9 plus A10. Correct? Now you know what is this? This is S5. But what is this? This is not S10. So how we can obtain this expression? You see, what is S10? S10 is adding A1 plus A2 plus A3 up to A10, right? And what is S5? S5 is adding A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5. Now if you subtract both of them, if you do S10 minus S5, you would obtain the values. The remaining values would be S6, A6 plus A7 plus A8 plus A9 plus A10, right? These would be the remaining values, and this is what they are saying to us in this question. So these values A6 plus A7 plus A8 plus A9 plus A10 represents S10 minus S5, right? So what we need to show? We need to show that the 20th term is given to be minus 112, right? So we need to prove that A20 is equal to minus 112. So how do we proceed? In order to calculate A20, what do we require? A20, by the formula it is A plus 20 minus 1 times of D. So that means we already have the value of A, that is 2. So that means we require the value of D as well in order to calculate this term. So now how do we calculate this D? So in order to calculate this D, we would have to solve this expression. Now you know the formula, because here the last term is not given to us, so we will make use of this formula. Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times of D, right? Now we have this as the given equation. S5 is equal to 1/4 times of S10 minus S5. We can simplify this thing. We can open up the brackets here so that we would have 1/4 times of S10, right, minus 1/4 times of S5. So you can, this is equal to S5. So you can shift this term to the left hand side so that we would have S5 plus 1/4 of S5 is equal to 1/4 of S10, right? So you can club these terms. It would be 1 plus 1/4 times of S5, and what is it? It is 5/4 times of S5 is equal to 1/4 times of S10. Or you see, this 4 and 4 cancels with each other, so that we have 5 S5 is equal to S10. Now we can substitute the values here and simplify in order to calculate the value of D. So just substituting the values in this equation, so we would have the value of S5 as this, the value of S10 as this, 10 by 2, 2a plus 10 minus 1 times of D, correct? So now we can solve this, simplify this and this and this and this, so that we would have, so you see this 5 and this 5 cancels here, this 4 and this 4 cancels here, so we are left with 5 by 2, 4 plus 4D, that is equal to 4 plus 9D, right? So you can multiply and simplify this bracket so that we would have 10 plus 10D is equal to 4 plus 9D. So you can shift all the D terms on one side, the constant terms on one side, simplify, you obtain the value of D. Now once you have the value of D, we are done with our question. Why? Because we wanted to show that A20 is equal to minus 112. So we can very easily calculate the value of A20 from here. A20 is A plus 20 minus 1 times of D. The value of A is given to be 2 in the question, correct? So it is 2, and we have just calculated the value of D, it is minus 6. So we can solve and simplify this, and the answer is minus 1/2. And this is what we wanted to prove here, correct? So moving forward on to the next question. Here in the next question they are saying, how many terms of the AP, this AP is given to us -6, -11 by 2, -5 and so on. So how many terms are needed here to give the sum as -25? So that means Sn is given to us as -25. We need to find the value of n from here. Right, so here from here you can clearly see the value of A is -6, the first term, right? You can also calculate the value of D. How you can do that? You can subtract from this the value of this in order to get D. So we would have -11 by 2 minus of -6. So it would be -11 by 2 plus 6. So you can take the LCM. It would be -11 plus 12. So it would be equal to +1 by 2. Hence the value of A is -6, the value of D is 1 by 2, correct? Now Sn is given to be -25, we need to find the value of n. So here, because the last term is not known to us, we will make use of this formula. Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times of D. So this thing Sn is equal to -25, it is given to us. We can substitute the values of A here as -6, the value of D here as 1 by 2. So it would be n upon 2, 2 multiplied by -6 plus n minus 1 multiplied by 1 by 2. This is equal to -25, right? Now we can solve this expression here in order to get n minus 1 by 12 plus n by 2 minus 1 by 2, right? So you can multiply, you can simplify these terms and then multiply with n inside so as to get this equation. This is a quadratic equation of degree 2, right, in n. So we will have two values of n as the root of this equation. So we can use the this discriminant method in order to evaluate the value of n. So when you solve and simplify this, you would have two values of n. One is 20, one is 5. So that means that this sum Sn is equal to -25 would be obtained when you take S to be 20 degree, not 20, the value of n to be 20, and this is also obtained when you take the value of n to be 5. Now you must be thinking that how is this thing true? Here you can clearly see we have the negative terms and they are increasing. So that means we would reach at 0 also at some point. So at some point when you take 5 values, the sum comes out to be -25. And further, when you go beyond 0, some terms would be added and cancelling out each other, so that after 20 terms the sum again turns out to be -25. So you see here the sum -25 comes out to be twice, and for the value of n to be 5 and for the value of n to be 20. So I hope you understood this question well. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching.